Today for the Bitcoin price, Bitcoin went here below the 2-year moving average and also below the 200-week moving average, which is right now acting as resistance, and Bitcoin is struggling to get above. We will talk about the major importance of that level, why we have to close above very soon. But even more important, ever since we went below this most important moving average here, which was never broken in the history of Bitcoin, two specific on-chain indicators which never failed so far flashed a massive buy signal. The first time this happened was here in 2011, right here at the bottom. The second time was in 2015, right here at this bear market bottom. And the third and last time was, guess what guys, in November 2018, when we hit $3,150 US. We will talk about this specific indicator and also about another brand new on-chain indicator, guys, which for sure no one has ever talked about so far. Guys, you for sure do not want to miss out on that, because this will give you a completely new picture over the market situation right now. So make sure you take a seat. Make sure you smash up the like button right now to at least 2,000 likes. And that being said, welcome crypto friends and welcome back to MMCrypto. My name is Chris, and as always we are really pumped to go straight into the content. Okay guys, we are here on the daily candles for the Bitcoin price, and this moving average here equals up with the 200-week moving average. As you know, we never went below it in the 10 years history of Bitcoin. This is actually the very first time, and we have to say we didn't call it, we didn't see it coming. However guys, with that being said, do you remember the last video we actually here made, the last one without Da Vinci, 2 or 3 days back? And this video was called After Bitcoin Broke This Level, we always saw 50% crashes. And even though we said it there, we didn't expect it. However guys, we talked about the 2-year moving average. And if you go over here, the orange one is the 2-year moving average. As you can see it right here, we recorded it before we actually broke it to the downside, and we actually still had some belief that we might hold it. However, we said always when we broke it, we saw up to 50% crashes. Zooming out here and taking the measurement, you can actually see, if you take it here from the day we broke it and you take it to the downside, then you can see that we had a 48% retracement in that one. And zooming even more further out here, once we broke it right here, and on the day we broke it, we even had a 60% or 56% crash to the downside. And yeah, we said if we break that, this could actually happen. And I mean guys, I don't have to tell you, but I will tell you right now, if we take this measurement here, we have 48, 49, 46, give or take percent of a crash again. And as I said, we didn't expect it, but we said if we break down, this is what is about to happen. And wow, we were surprised, even because this last man standing here, this 200-week moving average, should actually act as a better support if it held for 10 years. However guys, this specific moving average here breaking to the downside, this was at least the one predictor which held its truth. However guys, and now the question is this the lowest price for Bitcoin? Is $3,683 US actually the low now for Bitcoin? Well, we can take some on-chain data for that. As you know, we are in love with on-chain data because it is much more accurate than technical indicators. You have seen them failing over and over again, especially for Bitcoin, which is pretty much unpredictable here, especially for the immediate short term. However guys, we talked about the net unrealized profit and loss a lot of times. This one is taking data directly from the Bitcoin blockchain. This is, by the way, Glassnode. We have an affiliate link down below. You can use the free version yourself if you are a retail trader. That might be the best thing. They have a small advanced option actually also. If you just go here to our pinned comment, you can find it over there. But of course, just feel free to use the free version if you are not so much into that, especially if you want to test it out. However, this one is calculating directly from the Bitcoin blockchain the net unrealized profits and also the net unrealized losses, and it's overlaying them to each other and seeing what the ratio is. And whenever we actually were in the optimism phase, which usually should act as an indicator for an upcoming bull run. But we broke it to the downside. We actually went down here to hope and fear. You can see it here in the legend. And if we zoom in a little bit more here, maybe in the year 2019 and 2020, you can see that we went down here and we actually skipped the hope and the fear. But the most important point, let's zoom in a little bit more, guys. Look at this. We went into the capitulation area, and the capitulation area means that the net unrealized losses are by a magnitude higher than the net unrealized profits. Remember what we said like multiple times on our channel. The market is designed to take the most amount of money from the most amount of people most of the time. We didn't expect that dump, but this dump actually had one good thing. It wiped out weak hands and also non-believers. And we went into that capitulation phase. We want to see a capitulation phase, especially for buy entries for the longer term. If we zoom out again a little bit to get a better picture here, let's zoom out here to 2014, 2015. We can see that always when we went below into the capitulation phase, this was the exact moment we were actually bottoming out. The first time we went into the capitulation phase, we didn't have to wait long. Either the low came immediately or within a short amount of time. However, there is a small bearish news to it, because always when we went in the capitulation phase, the market took some time to recover. Let's zoom in a little bit. You can see it right here. Whenever we went into that very bearish capitulation phase here, we saw a few months of consolidation. We didn't went down anymore, not significantly, but we saw a few months of consolidation. The same thing happened actually here 2008. Beginning of 2019, when we hit the 3,150 US dollar low, we went into the capitulation phase here according to the on-chain metrics, and then we had a longer period here of consolidation. The market took some time to recover, but the returns afterwards were always massively outsized, guys. And this is what we want to bring to your opinion. We are zooming out, we are looking at the bigger picture, supported by data from the Bitcoin blockchain. This is why we are MMCrypto. This is why we are bringing that to you here as one of the only ones in this space. We think this is significantly important. And guys, there's a second one. And this one is, in our opinion, also extremely important. This is the long-term holding spend output profit ratio. We talked about the spend output profit ratio a lot of times. It shows you actually also from the Bitcoin blockchain when the majority of traders and holders are on average trading in a profit or in a loss. And the LTH, this one here, this means the long-term holder spend output profit ratio. And this is revolutionary. You can scroll down here and see what it means. And they're actually saying that the long-term holder SOPR is SOPR that takes into account only spend outputs with a lifespan of 155 days and serves as an indicator to assess the behavior of long-term investors. And everything below 155 days, every Bitcoin which are held in a lower time frame of 155 days, this is going into the short-term SOPR, which we could also choose, but which we don't like to use so much. And we actually got ourselves here the professional account. And now let's check it out, guys. You can see that this one was warning us already earlier. The other one was warning us in November 2018. And this one here, the long-term holder SOPR, whenever it is above the horizontal line here, you know that the average long-term holder is trading and holding in a profit. Whenever this one is going negative, you know we are entering a severe long consolidation phase and bear market. And we are not saying that we are entering a massively long bear market, because also the halving is coming up. Things are different right now. But what we want to tell you, whenever we went below, and even besides the short-term holders, the long-term holders are also trading and holding in a loss, as you can see it here over such a long time frame. This was also an area where you could buy and have long-term outsized returns. And now we want to zoom in here into the year of 2019 and 2020. And what you can see here, let's zoom in. You can see we were actually supported by the break-even point of the long-term holder spend output profit ratio a couple of times also before. But once we now eventually broke it here to the downside, let me zoom in a little bit more. We broke it here to the downside. And this means that even the long-term holders, the vast majority of the long-term holders, not the speculators, not the traders, the people holding their Bitcoin in their cold storages for a long time half a year to 10 years, even these people are on average holding and trading in a loss right now. And guys, I mean, let me zoom out to 2016 until today. If we are zooming out to that time frame, let me zoom out even longer here, 2014. You can see that always when we were below, this was creating outsized returns. It does not mean we are not dumping another $1,000, another $2,000. Maybe we are getting to that gap Carl from the moon was talking about, $3,500, but this wouldn't change the story because this would be only a small wick below. If you buy at 5,000 and we wick below to 3,500, is that really so bad if we are 1 month afterwards at 6, 7, 8,000 already? For the long term, this is extremely interesting. And now I want to know from you guys. We've been talking with DaVinci J15 about a bullish price target, about a bearish price target as well, but the bullish one in case we hold above the 200-week moving average, which we talked about previously here in the beginning of the video. It is this blue line here. In case we hold above it, the chances significantly increase that we see until the end of the year, after people lose their trust a little bit more in the fiat currencies, which might happen towards the September timeframe, that we still can reach a price target of $14,000. Do you think that's possible? Let us know in the poll, which is popping up on top of the screen right now, and say yes or no to $14,000. And we are, of course, already expecting more than 50% saying no, that's not possible. And that's completely okay, and you might be right, but we want to see the overall sentiment. Thank you so much for that, guys. And also we have some news. We are still trading on Bybit. In our opinion, Bybit is the best exchange out there because they have one of the highest liquidity. They have an amazing customer support, a very good engine. So we are mainly trading over there. You can get a $90 bonus with that link. But also a lot of people are talking about Phoenix. We checked it out and we have to say it is not a bad exchange. It is a good exchange. We will keep an eye on it. We check the team behind and so far everything looks fine. Let's check it out how it goes. However, if you want to make your own account there, click that link. You can get up to $72 for free. It is just meant as some kind of risk diversification if you want to have more options, if you want to spread your trading among different exchanges, and you can put in your email address and your password over there, up to $72 in bonus. And the unique selling proposition of this specific exchanges, you have a sub account and you can have a long position open, you can have a short position open, you can have different leverage positions open, not only one position at a time, and you can also trade Chainlink and some other altcoins. And it was the reason why we actually onboarded them here to our program, why we started using them now also on the sidelines. However, Bybit is our main exchange still. And yeah, let's just see how it goes. However, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remind yourself, please, on giving us a like. We want to get to 2,000 likes today in today's video. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see each other very, very soon, already tomorrow at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, as always, bye-bye.